Hello again, thanks for joining me. And yeah, I know I arrived on the train, but might have fooled a few regular viewers. But no, it's not a wild camping video. Just getting over another bout of back pain, and it's settling down now. But I need a nice level walk to test it out, so I've caught the train just as far as Disley, and I'm dropping down to the Peak Forest Canal. I'm going to turn left and then just walk back as far as Chadkirk, and then down through Woodbank Park to Stockport and back home again. So sorry if you were here for hills and mountains, but it's not going to be that sort of walk. But it's a nice day, a little bit overcast, but nice and mild for walking, and should be some nice sights along the canal, and maybe some nice wildflowers and other things to see. Certainly some lovely canal architecture. There's lift bridges and junctions and an aqueduct, so why not stick with me, see what we find along the way. As it's a very straightforward route just along the canal, I won't trouble you with any more route details. This will just be about what we see and hear along the way. I'm not in any rush whatsoever, not got any deadlines to keep, so I'll just be able to take my time and soak it all in. Just getting down towards Marple now, and there's some wonderful old working boats down here, and there's some signs up telling you a little bit about them. Can't remember all of the dates, but some of them I can. Don't think all of the ones that are on the sign are here, but let me just show you. First one behind me here, called Prince, was built in the 1930s. It's fantastic. And then there's another one up here, I think it was called Ironsides, that was actually built in the 1800s. So amazing that that survived. not converted in any way, it's just an unpowered horse-drawn hull. Look at the features on it, I'll just show you now. Just at Marple Junction now, where the Peak Forest Canal joins the Macclesfield Canal, and you've got Marple locks taking us down, and we're just heading to the right down that way. Getting a little bit quieter now as we get away from Stockport Road, just down to lock number 11 out of 16, all deep locks. I'd estimate they're about maybe 12 feet deep each, so well, you do the maths, but I'll flash it up on the screen as to what the drop is overall for the flight of locks. All these pretty little bridges across each lock, so you can get to the paddles, and it also gives access to some people's properties as well. Some beautiful properties down here. Right, just been saying hello to two of the friendliest mandarin ducks you could ever wish to meet. Weren't scared at all. But found a nice bench now. We're about 5 miles in, so it's probably about halfway through for me, and good time to just sit and have my lunch, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. Roast chicken today. Nice. Getting a little warm shower, very light. It was forecast for some point today, but I can probably just shelter under a tree for a minute or something like that. I don't need to put a jacket on. I don't think it's any, I can barely see it really. And a really nice day. So that's down to lock number 1. That's the lock flight done, 16 of them. And just follow the canal round. I think the next feature is the aqueduct that takes the canal around about 100 feet up over the River Goyt. So I'll bring you back for that. Working boat over here. It's actually British Waterways one, so I'm not sure quite how old it is, but you can see the heavy duty structure of it. Right, it's just coming up to the aqueduct now, and I'll show you what that looks like. There's an information board, so I should be able to tell you when it was built as well. Doesn't say the exact date for the aqueduct, but say the canal opened in 1800, so obviously it would have had to have been built by then. So yeah, just looking down over the side now to the River Goyt, around about 100 foot below. Just coming up to Hyde Bank tunnel now, and it's not a very long tunnel, but there's no towpath through it, so we've got to go up and across the top. Just show you the tunnel portal though before we climb up. Not sure if you could see through there. You could from a little bit further back, but the GoPro wouldn't have showed it up. But yeah, no towpath, so the boats would have had to leg their way through it, lying on the roof of the cab and just pushing along with their legs. Okay, I'm just about down as far as Chadkirk now, I think, and this is where we leave the Peak Forest Canal behind and just head down and pick up the River Goyt and head across towards Stockport through Woodbank Park. So I'll pick you up again in a little while when we get across there. There is actually an information board to tell you this, but this well, it's believed to have links back to Celtic times, but it's actually called St Chad's Well, and whoever St Chad was, his missionary work apparently took him to this corner of England, and this well's named after him. I've just nipped away from the footpath for a second to just have a look at Chadkirk Chapel. It's not actually open today, but the grounds look very nice, and look at this blossom tree. Some of the old sort of cottage garden flowers around, lovely. Okay, so what I'm reading off the info board, it's Chadkirk, or St Chad's Church, and St Chad was Bishop of Lichfield from 669 to 672, and the earliest mention they can actually find of somebody being the chaplain here was in 1347, but it says it's a simple rectangular design which was known to date from Anglo-Saxon times. And even though the chapel's locked, I think you can get in these wonderful gardens. It looks like it's laid out like an old herb garden, but lots of beautiful flowers in here. Let's have a look around. Well, I think I'm going to take a perch on one of these benches, considering it's such a lovely peaceful place, and just soak in all the flowers and the blossoms for a few minutes, change the battery on the camera, and then get on my way again. Well, that was a lovely place to while away a few minutes. I found out it was the original kitchen garden for Chadkirk Hall, and it was restored in, say, 2005, I think. But yeah, absolutely lovely. Just coming over the River Goyt now and into the back end of Woodbank Park, and a couple more mandarin ducks up there. Seem to see loads of them at the moment. I'm not seeing that much in the way of bluebell woods on the walk today, but some really nice patches in Woodbank Park. It's quite a good spot for them, so yeah, it's not let me down. Very nice. And the unforgettable overarching fragrance of this walk, wild garlic in bloom. There's tons of it. I say, there seems to be absolutely loads of mandarin ducks. So I'm just coming towards me now. Probably won't be able to see it. Right, I'm just coming down to the last climb up to the main Vernon Park, and it's going to be busy up there, so I'll sign off down here. It's already you can already hear people about. So yeah, I don't know how this video is going to pan out really. It's a bit of a mixture of a canal walk and some wildflower spotting and wildlife and all of that sort of thing. But it's been a lovely day, good test for the back. By the time I get home it'll be a fair old distance actually. It's probably going to be about probably thick end of 13 miles I would have thought, but pretty much all on the flat, and I've really enjoyed it. No reactions so far, but I need to see whether I can leap out of bed in the morning. But anyway, if you've watched this far, thank you very much, and if you wouldn't mind doing the honours and giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing. And either way, see you very soon, and look forward to catching you on another video. Thanks now, bye.